When I think of death, when I think of death, when I think of death, when I think of death and what it is to die, I think not of life or what it is to live, but of one life and everything that it was, worlds upon worlds within itself. And then I think how all of that, the world's more. When I think of death and what it is to die, I think not of life or what it is to live, but of one life and everything that it was, worlds upon worlds within itself. And then I think how all of that and worlds more has gone away. And teary eyes bejeweled by awe, I cannot help amidst the horrors, but to marvel at the life that had been lived. To marvel heavy-hearted hard upon the fact, what is a life, and where the soul, and why the transcendental effervescence of it, that it takes with it when it goes. I think of what there was that meant so much, and how it could be gone, for I know that it must go. When I think of what death is, I think of you and your life. When I think of what death is, I think of you and your life. And though your life, my love, goes on no longer, everything. And though it goes gone, it now. But never so completely as may seem. There is still the shape in me of others' lives, and I know how much you meant to me by how empty now the world is. Oh, loss is such a constant presence, and the only thing my grieving eyes, blinded by the sorrow, seeing clearly, is the absence of you that I live through. All else is shadowed, colors faded, lights dimmed by dark. All else is shadowed, colors faded, light dimmed by a dark sadness. There is no way to move about in this, no way to know which way to go. I do not know how I am to go through life like this, but your death is with me like the very air I breathe. And no sooner can I escape the fact than I can the atmosphere. How am I to make my way through the backless hours within a cloud encased in night, the real world only appearing to me in brief flashes of my own mortality and the booming terror that follows on? When I think of death and what it is, and of a life and what it was, I could weather all the slings and arrows unto old age, until the storm outlasts me, or dive into this troubled sea for a final battle with the wave. But I live my life in the valiant shallows now. I make my confused stand as though strapped to the mast of a ship wrecked along the shifting shore, bearing one arm to the sky, the other to the sea. For I cannot go on without you, but I do not know where you have gone. So I make this cloud of heavy grief shine with the light of heaven's glory. And I shall share my stories of you with the world you once lived in, a world which loves you still and misses you as I do. I have found a new love in the world that was yours. I have fallen in love with the world because it was yours. And we live for you, though you are gone to be no more, and less with us. Now, when I am with the world and we think of death, this is what we shall do. We shall spin our stories into song and send them up to search the stars, while the world and I will carry on in thought of you until the world ends, or I die, either way. If heaven stays, the song of you goes on forever. Sorry, I'm not gonna get through it. I don't post. I don't know what I'm talking. Who am I talking to right now? Fucking machine.